Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the love, energy, and predictions for the sign of Aquarius for the year of 2022. Now Aquarius, I'm certainly not your love guru, but in the past I did offer love readings when I used to do personal readings, so I figured I would bring this into YouTube as well. I got really good feedback when I used to offer love readings, so thought I would give this a shot. Definitely do let me know what you think about this type of reading. But with all of that said, keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I do not offer personal readings anymore, so if you get a message from someone, that's not me. Please know that. Do not get scammed. That is somebody impersonating me. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. And if this message resonates, do hit that like button and subscribe. It helps my channel grow. All right, so let's see what we have here for you, Aquarius. Make sure everything's in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right. I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Hanging Man. So this is a really nice energy of, in this case, really needing to let go, okay? The Hanged Man, or the Hanging Man in this case, is kind of just content where they are. Really, there are two ways to look at it. Well, a couple ways to look at it, really, if I'm being honest. Right now, you may be content where you are. You may not be growing as quickly as you want to. And in that case, the Hanged Man really needs to embrace the energy of the Death card, which is the card that's next to it. It needs transformation. Others of you are resisting, okay? You're in resistance mode, hanging on too tightly, hanging on potentially to a relationship of the past, a connection of the past, or a way that you thought something was going to be and didn't actually end up being that way. And if that is the case, what you really need to do, also embrace the energy of the Death card, but in this case, cut the cable, see what happens where you free fall, see what happens where you land. Another way of looking at the Hanged Man is you could be searching for enlightenment at this time. I just don't feel like, you could certainly be doing that as well, as we have the World here in the future. But as this is a love reading and we're going to keep it on brand, I feel like more so, some of you are resisting, okay? And I feel like if anything, this Hanged Man in this reading is the big challenge. We have a few here, but overall, the majority of these cards are extremely positive. One or two cards never makes a reading. And so yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it here. You have this 10 of Wands in the middle. This middle card spills into the rest of the card. It helps inform into the rest of the cards. It helps inform the rest of the reading. And so this 10 of Wands is talking about carrying a weight on your shoulders, carrying the weight of the world on your back, fighting an uphill battle. It says that there's more work ahead. There's more work to do. However, the 10 of Wands does say that you have gained experience. Each one of these 10 wands represents skills earned or knowledge gained along the way. So I feel like for some of you in the year of 2022, you're going to come to the understanding that you shouldn't have to fight for love, or for you, love shouldn't feel like a struggle with this 10 of Wands. This person is in a way struggling. And you could also extend that out to the Hanged Man in that they really need to let go, but they're not, and they're kind of struggling with contentment. And so for you, I get the sense that you're realizing love is available in so many different forms. There's divine love, there's family love, there's friend love, there's also romantic love. But for you, you're going to drop the love that feels like it's a struggle in 2022. You're going to embrace true love. Unconditional love is what I feel like some of you are looking for here, Aquarius. In the first column, you have the Judgment card, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. So I definitely love to see the Ace of Cups in any love reading, but before we get there, let's go ahead and look at this Judgment card. You are in a period of serious self-evaluation, okay? You are, and then you will be in a period of self-reflection in the future here. But with this Judgment card, 20, it's the last card before you hit the world. So when you get the Judgment card, it's this message of like asking yourself, what do you need to do to get yourself to the next level? What do you need to do to get yourself over the hump and complete the cycle of the world? So with that, it talks about going into a period of self-evaluation. And as you do, you may feel like you're going through a sort of spiritual awakening when the Judgment card comes in, because you're uncovering your own truths. You're bringing things to light as it relates to your love situation. And I feel like many of you are going to be doing like you're coming to like deep understandings, deep realizations around the types of love in your life. I also should say, you should also, I didn't say this in the intro, Sun, Moon, Rising, but also check out your Venus sign if that's for any type of love reading, I would recommend as well. So just wanted to point that out. But the Ace of Cups is a new beginning with another person. This is a card that talks about potentially the cracks of a new relationship coming forward here. This is a new love entering into your life, a new happy beginning in some ways, luxuries, pleasures, doing things that you really enjoy doing, Aquarius. And it could mean that some of you are like absolutely going through some type of dark night of the soul or spiritual awakening as it relates to past relationships even, because this Nine of Swords is somebody here who is sort of in the middle of a nightmare. This card, by the way, has been coming in for the collective, and so I think you're one of many here that are going through something in 2022 as it relates to romantic love in your life. You're looking at unconditional love and realizing that's more important. But this person is, in a way, making a mountain out of a molehill, making a mountain out of a molehill. They're making something out to be a lot worse than it actually has to be. Okay, they think that these 9 swords are going to come into them, but they don't actually ever do that. And so for some of you here, this Judgment card and this 9 of Swords, putting it all together with the Ace of Cups in the middle, some of you are coming to realizations that that it's not a good thing to be staying up late at night, to be having nightmares, to be stressing. This is one of the high stress cards about love in the middle. And so I feel like in this year, if there's new love coming in, which there absolutely certainly could be, it's going to be because you've done the soul work. You've done the hard work at a soul level to bring that situation about. In the middle column, you have the 6 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, and the Emperor. So this Emperor here is an Aries sign, but really it's the father archetype as well. Some of you maybe be dealing with issues of the masculine. Maybe there was something from childhood or when you were younger or something, the way that your father taught you about love or treated you in some ways that maybe affected your current love situation in some ways. That may be a narrow message for some of you, but for others of you, you're looking to establish leadership in your life. You're looking to boss up here, okay? It doesn't matter what gender you are. This is a masculine energy, which we all have. Some of you are looking to establish this type of authority over your own life, but also in your love situation here for this year of 2022. And I do get the sense that some of you, during this period of self-evaluation, during this awakening here with the Judgment card and the 9 of Swords with the Ace of Cups in the middle, you're going to realize that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. Okay, some of you have been giving a lot. Okay, some of you need to start receiving. And the other thing could be true as well, where if you've been take, some of you are going to start giving as well. And that will bring new people into your life as you embrace that energy. But there's this, I get the sense intuitively that some of you have given a lot in your relationships, and it's led to this feeling here with the 10 of Wands in the middle of a burden, a love burden in some ways. In the future, or in the last column, I should say, you have the Hierophant, the World, and the 6 of Wands. So I love this energy. And the reason being is because I'm going to start here at the World. You have the completion here coming through. You in 2022 successfully self-evaluating, doing the hard work, completing the cycle with the World card. Okay, the World's major completion of a cycle. It's Saturn energy. Okay, it is this idea of coming of age. You stepping into a more mature stage of your life, no matter what age you are, but just a more mature stage of your love life, of the way that you view love and relationships in this year of 2022. You also have the Hierophant here, which not only is a Taurus, but it's also a card of marriage. It could mean that some of you are thinking about marriage. Some of you are thinking that if I'm going to find someone again, if you're a single Aquarius, if you find somebody, you are only looking for a marriage partner, and that's it. You're not interested in anything else. For others of you, if you're already in a relationship, you may be completing the cycle here of maybe tying the knot. You may be getting married. Lastly, you have this Six of Wands, which is major victory, major success. It's a big yes in love, okay? It's also public recognition. If you're single, some of you could be meeting somebody in a public space, public situation, or anything like that. Like maybe you're, I don't know, just randomly, maybe you join a group or something like that and you meet somebody. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Now, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think. Maybe share this video with a friend. Also, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. I might be doing something with my email list here in 2022. So, okay, let's see what else we have. All right, so you have Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. You also have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Like I said, some of you coming to deep realizations here with the Judgment card. And as you do that, more people come into your life that maybe even on a cosmic level or a soul level coming in. You have Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur, which I really like that energy for you. You also have Freya, phases and cycles. There's a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Also love this one for you as well. As you have this energy of cycles, we now have these energy of cycles here coming in once again with Freya. So let's see what else we have. Let's pull some additional messages here. All right. Opportunity. Definitely will be opportunities in this year with the Ace of Cups. Reconsider. And yes. Okay. So there could be someone stepping in that's not your usual type. All right. I will tell you that much. Okay. Maybe you're not interested in like, I don't know, nerdy people or the archetypal geeky people. Okay. But this type of person comes into your life and you're like, whoa, hold on. Maybe I need to reconsider this situation. They seem to have a lot of really cool things or attributes that I like about this person. Some of you this is a soft yes. There are two yeses in this Oracle deck, meaning you may try something with somebody. You may like go out on a first date that you're not usually used to doing, or you may like go for coffee when you're not used to doing coffee with somebody or something. Like you may just try a new opportunity here as it relates to your love situation. So you have the Eight of Cups, you have the Lovers, and the Hanging Man coming in once again. What I tell you in the beginning of this reading, this is your challenge here as it relates to love, Pisces. Aquarius, my bad. My apologies. Pisces would be next in line. You really have to let go here, okay? And the Hanged Man is like, there's something around resistance for you here with this Nine of Swords and the Hanged Man, where I do feel like some of you are like having dreams around in 2022 around what to do in a love situation, around what to do with a person. I feel like some of you are working through trauma, which does, by the way, come out in the dream world, in your subconscious. A lot of trauma comes out in those areas. And so, like I said, a lot of you Aquarius people are doing deep soul work. Okay, you are doing deep soul work. And you're moving away here with this Eight of Cups and the Judgment card. In this period of self-evaluation, of realizations that I've been talking about, this deep soul work, you're walking away from whatever doesn't work anymore, and that's okay. You're taking an empowered step forward, and with the Ace of Cups and the Lovers, there is an opportunity, by the way, in this year for you, Aquarius, that's coming in. Okay, you have the Six of Cups. Wow, you have the Tower, and the Nine of Swords again. So this Nine of Swords, Hanged Man, Nine of Swords, and the Emperor. There's a situation here with you and a masculine. It might be your father. It might be an ex, okay, with the Six of Cups, that you really need to work through, or, you know, I can't tell you what to do, but I guess what I'm trying to say here is that was a very blunt way of what I was trying to communicate, which is, yes, you need to work through it, but I get the sense that you are going to work through it. Like, you are going to take time to understand what's going on at a soul level and why this is happening, because you have the Tower in the middle. Okay, the Tower with what is that, the Ten of Wands. Yeah, some of you may even take time off. Like, if you've been working very hard, I know this is a love reading, but I need to put it out there with the Ten of Wands and the Tower. Some of you may take time off, and that may open things up for you in terms of people entering into your life or something like that, something along those lines here. In this case, the Tower talks about a revelation for me. It talks about, like, sometimes the Tower can indicate positive things. I know it's kind of a contrarian view of looking at this card, but the Tower really exposes an illusion. It shows you where you may be living in a house of cards at this time. And that's the energy here that I'm feeling for you, Aquarius. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. What else do we have here? Let's go ahead and move forward, because actually I wanted to say one other thing. I'm kind of getting a lot of different messages that are coming in, if you can't tell, but I feel like there's going to be someone from the past here with the Six of Cups. That's like your ex relationship or someone from the past trying to re-enter. And I feel like this is going to trouble you or worry you in this year, but this is what you're walking away from, okay? Like, your big challenge here is to not repeat the same cycle. The universe will give you the same person every time until you work through that, until you figure out why you keep dating the same person, getting the same person. That's what I feel like some of you are looking at here. You have this King of Swords, you have this Eight of Pentacles, and this Ten of Pentacles. So that's definitely really nice energy. You know, this person that's coming in, they may be well off, well-to-do. They may be talented in whatever it is that they do for work. However, they may be work focused, okay? Or you may be focused on work. If you're here and you're single and you're just like not interested in love or romance for this year, that would not surprise me, Aquarius, at all, because you may be building something with this Eight of Pentacles, the World, and the Ten of Pentacles, where like you may have your mind on your money and your money on your mind at this time, and you may be looking to like build a legacy or do something here where you're improving your financial situation, and that may come before trying to go in through the cycles of love over and over and over again. And this is really talking about, this is also really syncing well with this resistance that I'm feeling here with the Hanging Man as well in this reading. So yeah, for some of you, I feel like you're going to consciously decide to stay single, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're finding somebody, I do feel like they are authoritative. They may even be like a leader at their work, or they may be talented or something like that. They may be well-to-do or well-off in some ways. Let's see what else we have here. Let's pull some additional cards to see what other messages once you come forward. All right. Okay, so you have mature woman, you have thoughts, you have high honor, gift, community, and despair. I definitely see shakeups here for some of you, like with the Tower, the community, the Nine of Swords, and the Emperor, but the Nine of Swords twice with the Hanged Man twice. You know, this is going to be a time of you meeting new types of people. Like I said, with this energy of yes, reconsider opportunity, you may even join a different type of community, or you may do something alternative in your life where you meet different types of people. I'm really strongly feeling that way. And I do get the sense that this is part of your maturity as a person. It does not matter what age you are, but I do feel like this is like you just stepping into the next version of yourself and your life here as you roll into 2022. So yeah, I don't feel like I'm going to drag this out any longer. I feel like Some of you are going through major changes here with community situations. There may be upheavals, there may be changes, but ultimately they are good. And others of you, for some of you, that's going to bring someone in, these changes, these upheavals. And for others of you, you're going to recognize that what I really want to do is I really want to build. I really want to build my legacy. I want to start doing something I've always wanted to do, and that may come before relationships. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think. Check out my website, zaneintuitive.com, and I will see you in the next one.